understand. Okay. Hey, y'all. Don't blame it. Stop thugging around. Stop thugging around, okay? This is what we need to do in this trial. Stop thugging around. Y'all come on in with day 84 of the Rico trial. Stop thugging around is what we want to talk about in day 84. I'm giving y'all a chance and opportunity to go ahead on, get your dinner, go get you some drink or smoke. Do what you want to do. You're grown. Okay? Let's go into our Young Thug YSL Rico Trial Day 84. Shout out to Fox 5 News. Shout out to Law and Crime. Shout out to all the people who give us the opportunity to watch this trial live so we can support the citizens in the courtroom. And you said to yourself, hold on, y'all, let me do this before we get started. Y'all, come on in, let me do this right quick. Stop thugging around. Hey, y'all come in. Y'all come in, if you want to. Now, that one thing that the real deal don't do that. I just want to put this out here today, y'all. Young Thug Day 84 is connected with Day 79, connected with Day 83. Y'all got to pay attention what's going on in this Rico trial, okay? And I'm going to give my dap to all these judges. I'm going to give my dap to all the judges. I'm going to give my dap to prosecutions. I want to give my dap to the defense attorneys. And I got to take up for the young men in this courtroom. Y'all, I have to take up for the young men in this courtroom because I see what's going on in this society. And I can talk my talk, I can walk my walk because I'm a voter and I don't believe half of the stuff that they say. So I'm gonna take up for these boys as long as this trial here. And Thugger is the main one I'm gonna take up for. And I'm gonna tell y'all later why I'm taking up for Thugger. Because see, y'all better I love Steel. See, Steel know what's going on too. Just like I do. Still know what's going on. Still know what's going on. I'm trying to fix my camera, y'all. Y'all gonna have to buy me another camera, okay? What's out there? I don't even know if it's my glasses or what. But let me tell y'all something. It's wrong how they doing that boy right there. Those see one thing about I got to get into my I got to get okay. This is for educating. This is for entertaining for me because whatever I do, I'm gonna entertain. I do anything I do, it's gonna be some kind of entertainment in it. But that entertaining comes in to make my young people understand, okay? Because my young people, these young men in this courtroom, is gonna have to take care of me. These young men in this courtroom is gonna have to take care of me. And what I mean by that, as a citizen, as a mother, as an auntie, as a play mama, as a grandmama to a lot of folks, a auntie to a mama to a lot of children. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody makes mistakes in their life. People need to stop thinking. Only thing I can see now where we are in this world is we at a point where we're gonna attack one another. Now see, it's not fair. I don't care if Young Thug was a YSL game or not. You need games to protect your family, your image, your community in Atlanta. Because it's some fools in Atlanta. Yeah, you too. I'm used to coaching a track team. Okay, with okay, I'm used to coaching a track team with boys and girls. Okay, I'm only talking to my human. I'm not talking to no children. Please, my live is only for wrong people. Everybody else need to go somewhere and sit down. If you're not about this case and you're not about these people and you precious, this ain't the place for you to be. Because you're not going to listen. And I don't care. I'm not going to get distracted. I'm just, and guess what? I'm about to say what I got to say. Let me tell y'all this. These folks act like they ain't never in their life made no mistake. They have never been young before. They so perfect. It's not fair how they doing what they doing to Young Thug. Y'all not paying attention in this, Rico. The president make mistake. Your family make mistake. Black people make mistake every day. They fuss. They not happy. Blood pressure high. Always down on people. Always talking about people. Never support their people. It always be the people from within always support us. We never, black people never support each other. These boys were teenagers. So if you want to blame Young Thug, let's go back and blame these parents for not being daddies. These daddies and fathers who ain't taking care of their children. Let's blame these parents. Maybe Thug wouldn't have to go out there and do what he did. But at least he was smart about it. You got these black daddies ain't doing nothing for their children. Ain't doing nothing but fussing. But want mama to raise these boys in the courtroom. See, if the daddy, they had good daddies and fathers in their life, then they want her to go through what they going through. Nothing they should be not going. Y'all need to see all the way through this right here. If you had the black fathers in their life doing what they want to do, then these mamas sitting in the court, these boys in the courtroom, y'all don't want to hear that, do you? Y'all don't want to hear that. This case got everything to do with y'all and how y'all raise y'all kids. Let's blame the parents. Let's blame the parents. Let's blame the parents. Let's blame them daddies. Let's blame the daddies. Let's blame the fathers. Let's blame these no good daddies who ain't out here trying to do nothing for their kids. Let's blame them. So these mamas won't have too much on their hand. Let me tell y'all something. They 79, they 83, they 79, and they 83. It's going and they 84 is going to be important to y'all. They got these dates stuck in here backwards for y'all, okay? Oh, please. I don't want to hear all about that. Y'all, you don't know what you're talking about. Keep listening. Pay attention. Pay attention to what I'm trying to tell you. You don't know what you're talking about. Now, back, back to what I'm saying. Day 79. Y'all got to pay attention in this case. Y'all got to pay attention in this Rico, okay? Pay attention, okay? Y'all come on in, come on people, and you need to listen. You need to listen. Day 79 is your 911 call. Day 83. I believe that I put 83 on here. Day 83 is day 89 is what happened after the fact. Listen, very important, y'all. Now, cause y'all like to compete against each other instead of educating each other. Okay, listen to the. You got to pay attention. If you just join the Rico case, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You want to fuss, and you got to take that somewhere else. Cause I ain't married to nobody, and I ain't fussing with nobody. But let me tell you this: these Rico numbers are not in place. And the reason why they are not in place because they are picking up pieces as they go. A lot of people don't left this case. A lot of things ain't right in this case. So you gonna tell me 79, day 79 demonstrated to y'all that the 911 caller happened, that day 79 is telling what happened after the fact. The 911 call. Why is 911 called at 911 called at day 79? Now, after this 911 call on day 79, they're going to take y'all to day 83. Okay? Day 83. Y'all stay focused because you're going to have people who jealous going to try to distract this case. Okay? You're going to have jealous people who's jealous of you because you educating them. Mm-hmm. Day 83 is going to tell you what happened after the fact. After the fact. Let me say it again. Because if you're not paying this case no attention, no blame, no shame on nobody, but I need for y'all to stop thugging around in this case. Day 79 tell you when they called 911 about Donovan. Donovan, better known as Nut. Okay? And I want to get all my young thug shout out to all my young thug follows and listening over here on the Real Deal channel. See, I'm about to start doing like the other uh old Nan and everybody else doing, gonna put it in subscriber mode. And only talking to them people. Okay? You can't you just join this, y'all just joining this Rico, okay? I've been in this Rico. Okay, I live in this Rico, okay? I've been in this Rico and I live in this Rico and I done seen this Rico. And so you can't tell me nothing about this Rico. You talking about when I was 16 years old, when D-Boy was 16? You talking about day 79, day 84, no, 83, it's related. Okay, but they put it to y'all backwards. Why they did that, I don't know, but you got to pay attention. See, day 79 is giving you all the vision after the fact. Day 83 is showing you all the vision before the effect. Now, it's a couple of things that went on in day 83, but we're going to get into day 84. See, a person in this, supposed to be in this Rico gang, supposed to be in this Rico, is not in this Rico. I'm going to be here for every last one of these boys in these courtrooms, and I'm going to speak the truth. If they did wrong, they did wrong. Of course, we have gangs in Atlanta. Yes, we do. Of course, y'all have gangs in y'all state. Don't try to be good. And we have more than 150, what they saying. That's their statistic. Now, at times, I may get their name mixed up and stuff like that because I have a life besides Mo3, besides Young Thugger, besides YFN Lucius, besides YNW Melly, besides Young Thug, and other cases that I do. So it's gonna be sometime, and then I'm working all by myself because I know that's how I was raised. I can do things dependable on my own. But let me tell y'all something. We're gonna get into our day 84. Day 84 is gonna describe to y'all what happened inside that barbershop. Okay? Let's talk about what happened inside that barbershop. See how they putting the Rico out there. If you don't pay attention, if you're not if you the type that this person just whoever that person that did that got in my chat and started typing, I don't even want my I don't them the kind of people like to distract you because they want attention that they don't get at home and they don't get on their channel. Y'all don't listen. Y'all like to talk. Y'all like to text. Y'all don't listen. You don't care what's going on in this case. You don't care what happened to Young Thug ain't your child, so you don't care. But he a human. He makes mistakes. You make mistakes. Cheated on your wife, you make mistakes. Okay, y'all, for real though. Here we go. Half of all black America live in rural American. And American man, you don't let's sit down and listen.
Sergeant Brown, all jurors present? Fine, thank you, sir.
Shout out to Fox 5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, good morning. Good morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to recommence with testimony of Detective T, who, remember when we were here last time, we had some technology challenges. So, he's back with us. And, sir, you're still on the oath, okay? Yes, sir. All right,
And he hiding his
You're
face.
waiting, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
He don't want to be seen.
Good morning, Detective T. Good morning. Welcome back. You last testified on May 29th of last week, and we played states 292 named Alpha, which was outside surveillance of the barbershop. Yes. I'd like to pick up where we left off. All right. So now we're going to
Where's the microphone?
292 named Alpha.
I want people to hear my voice.
And Detective T.
Pay attention, y'all. This the barbershop.
292 named Charlie. The inside the barbershop. And Detective T, I am now going to advance these 292 Yankee Charlie to 801 44. Sir. Ask you a question. I don't have in my notes that you did it video committed. I'm not saying that's accurate. Somebody verify that. For the record, Your Honor, states 292 Yankee Alpha, really 292 Yankee Delta were all active last week during his testimony. That's what I showed, Mr. C. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Detective T, do you see a person in this frame wearing a black shirt with white letters reading street letters?
Yes.
Do you know this person?
He's the owner of the barbershop.
There you go.
How do you know him?
When I had to meet with him to pull the video, and while I was pulling the video, he and I were talking for during the video was pulling.
I am now going to advance states 292 Yankee Charlie to 807 50. 807 58.
Okay, hold on for a minute, y'all. I'm looking at this comment down here in my chat. Let me tell you something. Atlanta is one of the best cities to ever work in. Atlanta have great people. It's the parents. It ain't no the people in Atlanta don't know how to act. What do you mean by that? Don't you talk about my city like that. We know how to act in Atlanta. We know how to raise our kids in Atlanta. I do. But it's just some parents just don't make good decisions in their life. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I didn't. I raised well. Okay? So, and then in predicament, y'all don't say that he should have never put himself in a predicament. The Young Thug, not even, Young Thug is nowhere around his barbershop. Young Thug is not walking the streets right here. Young Thug is performing. He not even nowhere around. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Get them lights up. Get them lights up. This is the barbershop.
Are you familiar with the street the barbershop sits on?
Yes.
And what street is that?
McDaniel Street.
Detective T, can you orient the jury as to the area depicted in states 292 Yankee Charlie, the area that's depicted at 80758?
Inside the barbershop, looking at the front door of the barbershop.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Inside the barbershop, looking at the front door of the
And
barbershop.
this at 7:58
And does that door face McDaniel Street?
p.m.
Yes, it does.
And is that door depicted at in times at 80758?
Yes.
Where?
Right there next to where this little girl is standing in front of the door.
Advance states 292 Yankee Charlie to 808 21.
Ooh, they coughing like that inside of there. Y'all, for those who just watching, this is the barbershop that Donovan Nut was shot on the outside, okay? That doesn't have nothing to do with Young Thug.
The video footage in this instance is actually about 46 fast, so the time is actually around 7:22.
Oh, so it's 7:20, 8:22. So it's still daylight. They got children running around in the barbershop. People have to do what they got to do. You know, you're trying to work. You're trying to survive for your family. So, some people, They jumped out them chairs.
Ms. Love, can you please pause it for 8:09:23? Wait a little bit further, I'm sorry.
Why they ran inside it? Why did he run back there?
Please pause.
That boy got his gun out. He thing in the name.
Detective G, do you see someone inside the barber shop with a red jacket with the letters BGCMB displayed on the back?
Let me
Yes.
see, can I bring it forward?
Do you know that
Bigger for
person?
y'all. Hold
No.
up. Y'all, this is when Nut got shot on the outside of the door. But I couldn't understand what they looking for.
And Detective G has this same individual with the red jacket wearing the letters BGCMB on the back. Has that person exited the barber shop at this time?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn this light off. Hold on. Let me see. Turn. Y'all, it's not my video with the color like this. It's their video. Okay, their camera. I thought that man said that they locked that door. Don't look like it's locked to me. Oh, then the guys who work inside of this shop went out there and uh help Nut, y'all, and the other guys in the community.
For the record, Detective T, at this time stamp, 8:11:15, are individuals looking outside the door?
Yes.
They go the owner going out there, see what happened. But he had ordered
And
them.
Detective T, at 8:11:37, did the owner, who you identified earlier, did he just walk to the front door?
Yes.
I remind y'all, it's 10:40, not 11:42. They trying to help them. Sure. They go that guy right there. Trying to help Nut, y'all, Donovan. Young Thugger ain't nowhere around, so I don't know why y'all trying to say he put himself in a
At this
predicament,
time stamp, 8:12:05,
and he didn't.
Are there individuals leaving the barber shop at Checkers?
Yes.
At 8:12:08, is that the little girl you were referencing earlier?
Yes.
I'm trying to skip it a little
And
bit.
at 8:12.
Gonna be to the left.
Now,
Hey, how's it going?
now
Just got
this
a new
is
shipment
what
in
I
here
want
from
to
YouTube. As you can see, I'm so excited
want
to
y'all to
open
see.
these. And
Hold on.
Left in kind of a southerly direction.
I want to show y'all this. Let me take it back to this. I'm turning right. Okay, right here. Let's see what they get ready to take it off of this.
Is this the end? Unfortunately. Detective G, can you please read off the timestamp that's displayed on the screen right now?
8:59 and 12 seconds.
Just imagine you just finished cutting somebody's hair and they're not living. They've been shot. That's what they're discussing inside the barbershop. And y'all, all of this, think about this. For those who've been fighting this case with me, look how long, how many days it been. But look, remember, remember when,
Detective G, does the footage stop at 8:59?
hold on for a minute.
Yes.
Now I'm going to call.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'll tell you after this, okay? I got your bed, Thugger. And the other guys.
Detective T, can you tell the members of the jury what angle of the barbershop footage we are looking at?
This is the barbershop footage in the parking lot between the gas station and the barbershop.
Does that appear to show where the Texaco gas station
Yes.
and where is that?
On McDaniel Street and over on the other side of the gas station is Northside Drive.
In the frame, can you point to the members of the jury where the Texaco is?
Right here where you see the light and the gas pumps.
Is it where the mouse is?
Yes.
Ms. Love, please fast forward to the end of the footage.
A lot going on over there at that gas station, ain't it? Guess that's where the police hit or something. I think the ambulance didn't come there fast enough. From the time we were listening to the 911 call, it took the ambulance so long to come. But in Atlanta, They take the ambulance so long. People used to complain about how long they take the ambulance to come. The police, the fire truck. Yeah.
The state's 292 Yankee Bravo also end at 8:59:59.
Yes.
I'm now going to publish states 292 Yankee Shelter. Detective G, what angle of the barbershop are we looking at here?
The same parking lot, but looking out on McDaniel Street.
Man.
Please fast forward, advance. Can you please advance to 808:38? That's right.
And everybody like nut. They always come out.
808:24.
Trying to get y'all some light. I y'all can't see that. It's their camera.
Miss Walls, Miss Love? And can you rewind just 10 seconds?
Them boys won't do nothing but standing out there minding their business.
For the record, we are paused at 808:45. Detective T, did you see sparks in the frame?
Yes.
So please fast forward towards the end of the footage.
They weren't shooting at nobody, they weren't messing with nobody. They was standing out there like me and having a good time till the devil had to come through.
Detective T, at timestamp 8:13:48. Do we see blue lights?
Yes.
Sad. Jealous of each other, man. I tell you, golly. Nut won't bother nobody. Thugger won't bother nobody. Thugger wasn't even there. None of them boys out there were doing that to no one.
Detective G, at 8:14:54. Do you see evidence tape being put up?
Yes.
that timestamp 8:15:08. Do you know the truck that just arrived on scene?
Yeah, that's a fire rescue command vehicle.
Yeah.
And what is that?
Um, it's where the fire captains usually have that vehicle. They have extra medical supplies and things of that nature.
But
in
you
those
don't see the
vehicles.
ambulance though. You don't see the ambulance.
At 8:15:18, is there evidence seen across the day?
Yes.
Same day that YFN Lucius came up and showed Donovan, let Donovan listen to his music. But he was showing another dude, one of the dudes that in day 83, one of the witnesses. And the witness said it's a million, he gonna make a million out of it. And that's the same day that Donovan was shot. Y'all put two and two together. Come on now. Summer Hill not that far. Summer Hill not that far from you.
I'm not going to advance to 8:24:17.
And by the way, y'all, Donovan wasn't the only one got shot. He the only one died, but he wasn't the only one that shot. And everybody in that neighborhood know Donovan. Everybody, cause he always good. When he come around, they they come around him. He's a pleasant person. He didn't start nothing. So when you speak about predicament, putting yourself in predicament, it's no predicament. You minding your business until the devil come along. So what I'm gonna do? They just nothing really going on here. This the part I want to see. What's going on at that gas station? Okay.
Hey everyone, I'm an enterprise sales rep here at Otter, and I want to show you how our
Let me see.
new
What I'm gonna do
sales-specific
is,
AI.
what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna put. This, I'm gonna do like this. Hold on. I'm gonna stop this, and what I'm gonna do is change my destination. Hold on for a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me skip it. Let me take it to. Let me move this.
Yes.
1409.
Hold
The
on.
individual with the red jacket.
The dude with they trying to lock him up. I know why they trying to lock him up. Okay, let me skip it to. They want him. And he better put that thing down. What he got in his hand. Let me go back to right here. They packing up and they about to leave, y'all. You ain't got to. What's this? What they be telling them? Say you ain't got to stay. You ain't got to stay home. You ain't got to go home. You got to leave the heck out of here.
And can you, I now want to advance it to 8.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to take this thing to another destination. I'm trying to take it.
This falls at 8:32:18. Detective T, do we see a second officer inside the barbershop?
Yes.
Hold on, y'all.
All right, Jeff, so troubling there. No problem, sir.
Hold up for
The
1
police chief
second.
and detective holding a news conference this afternoon.
Okay, we gonna go right here. We gonna start where we left off right here. We gonna go right here. Let me take it up to inside of that text go. That's gonna be important too. Excuse me, y'all. Wait, I'm getting lazy. Okay, y'all, let me skip it. I can't just sit here and just. Now they're gonna show y'all the inside.
You're the person with the gun, the person who would do anything to protect the ones you love. But did you know that you could go to
And what camera are we looking at here?
The front counter.
Is that inside the technical?
Yes.
And the timestamp?
1924:36.
And what camera are we looking at here?
Well, the front pumps.
The
To
front.
the technical.
Yes.
And the timestamp?
1928:32.
Detective T, can you orient the jury as to the location of the barber shop from the technical at this angle?
Oriented, the barbershop's going to be to the left in kind of a southerly direction.
Is it where the mouse is?
Yes.
Excuse me, y'all. I don't know why I'm so sleepy.
And what camera are we looking at here?
Camera 11.
What is this, what angle of the technical is this what?
So this is looking at a different set of pumps, but it's looking out toward the intersection of McDaniel Street and Northside Drive.
And the timestamp for this camera?
1926:35.
Excuse me, I don't know.
Chief, can you kindly stand up and point out to the jury which street is McDaniel and which street is Northside? Did you have a plan?
This this corner, this right over here, this street right here, is McDaniel Street right here. This street where you see the vehicle headlights, that'll be Riverside Drive.
I mean, come on. I mean, what is this telling us?
And what camera is the jury looking at here?
Camera 12.
And what does this depict?
Another view inside the store looking over at the drink coolers.
And the timestamp.
1925.
He going somewhere, y'all.
And what camera is the jury looking at here?
Camera 13.
And what does camera 13 depict?
Another shot inside the store looking at the candy and look like snacks.
And the timestamp.
1923-56.
Ooh. I want me some smack.
And what camera are we looking at here?
Another angle looking at the inside the store, looking at look like the grocery section and candy.
And the timestamp for this camera?
1924-28.
And what camera is the jury looking at here?
Camera 15 inside where the clerks are.
I mean, so is
The
it
cash register.
depicting on the person who
And the
did the shooting?
timestamp?
1923-50.
Look like it. He look like his mouth
And what
cover.
camera is the
Look,
jury-
y'all. Oh no, that your shooter go right there. Is he got something in his hand? The one in all that black right there. Cause he had a mask on his face, but look like something in his left hand.
Looking at here?
Another angle up in the front of the store looking at the front door and the cash registers from the outside.
Detective Chief, what are video events?
Video events are just segments of video that the system records.
I'm gonna go back to publish. Under video events, what do those time segments represent?
Those just are video clips, how the system breaks down their video in different time frames.
And are each of these time frames shown on each of the cameras that we've just seen previously?
Yes.
I wonder if this after the fact.
You now publish camera 10.
What's the man look like he sleep? He's probably exhausted.
Now publishing camera 10 at timestamp 1841:55.
noticed he looking at that car too.
Okay, freeze it at 1842. Yeah. Detective T, do you see a gray or silver car pull up to a gas pump?
Yes.
They might have some, y'all. The gas station had to catch it. Wait, y'all, excuse me. I just been sleeping.
Detective T, can you tell the jury what in regular time does this car pull up?
1842.
18.
What is the
This said
And
1830.
regular time, 1842 is actually 6:42.
and is that time different or the same from the barbershop?
The timestamp is going to be different because this is actually correct time, was the barbershop footage is 46 minutes fast.
Is that more accurate than the barbershop?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know what type of vehicle that is that pulled up?
Looks to be a Pontiac.
What he got in? What he got in his hand? He just,
Bringing in at 1842-20, Detective T, do you see a gentleman exit the passenger side door of the Pontiac?
Yes.
And does he appear to be walking towards the entrance of the Texaco?
Yes.
look like he got something in his right hand. Got it, that. Got to be cold out there then.
The gentleman you stopped in at 1842-33, the gentleman who exited the Pontiac is now off screen, off brand, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm now going to publish camera 2 at 1842-39.
If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, don't miss your chance to enroll in a dual special needs plan. Call today to speak with a licensed agent. And
1842-39.
Yeah. Okay, y'all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna skip it a little bit. I want to catch that guy. Yeah, him. Oh my God, that's my boy. Look, y'all. Look who just got out, came in the store. Just got out that car. Oh man, that's him. Let me take that big. He's sitting right there in the courtroom, y'all.
Bringing in at 1842-20, Detective T, do you see a gentleman exit the passenger side door of the Pontiac?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And does he appear to be walking towards the entrance of the Texaco?
Yes.
Continue.
I wonder how it feel to see yourself. Ooh, camera. Go over there. Go back lay down. I'm sorry. Go lay down.
The gentleman you stopped in at 1842-33, the gentleman who exited the Pontiac is now off screen, off brand, correct?
Yes.
I'm now going to publish camera 2 at 1842-39.
Oh wow. Why they ain't showing him?
18, 42, 39.
What the way that guy was showing us? What's the still? There you go, y'all. There you go, right there.
42, 37, 47.
That's him coming in the door right there. There you go. And he said something to that guy.
Continue. Pause. Pausing at 18, 42, 43. Detective King, is this the same gentleman that exited the Pontiac?
Yes.
Is he
He
wearing a
still look the same.
Yes.
Do you know that individual?
No.
Now,
Continue. I'm now going to publish camera one. We are going to advance to 18.
there you go, right there.
47.
One sitting right there. That was him. Right there. There you go. There you go. You on camera, camera. But you ain't doing that yet. There's you. Got the jury looking at him. There's you inside that store, darling. In Texaco. What you doing in Texaco? I guess you said you can go in Texaco, right? Okay, there you go right there, y'all. The guy just showed
At
you.
1842, 53. Do you see the same gentleman with the black coat on in the frame?
Yes.
And it seemed like he kind of like hanging around, don't he? Because he ain't buying nothing. So why would he go in the store? Usually they'll tell you if you ain't buying nothing, don't come in the store. There he go. He's just walking. But he closer to the window. What is he doing? Waiting on the call? So what they trying to say, y'all, to me
Stopping
is...
at 1843, 44. Is the gentleman with the black coat on still in the frame?
No.
Now going to publish camera 13. We are going to advance to 1842, 45.
We're trying to find out why you walking around in that stuff. But that's not Young Thug, though.
You man.
I know. Hey. There you go, y'all. That's the boy who in that Texaco. I wonder what he was doing in the Texaco. Cause I didn't see him buy nothing. He nervous now. Oh Lord, let me skip it a little bit, y'all. Let me skip. Okay, let me skip. I knew it was something going on. Now, I just showed y'all the guy, right? The boy, right there, right there. That's who they.
He's dead.
Eighteen 42.
1842. Y'all making me young thug. Stop yawning. Okay, there he go, y'all.
Detective G, the gentleman with the black coat still in his frame?
Yes.
That stores right there is, like it said, convenience stores.
We can stop it. It's 18.
You don't know what you want to buy.
And let's now upload camera 2. And
There you go.
1843. 40. 1843. 40.
Boy. Hold on, y'all. Let me skip it again.
States 295 Yankee, camera 10. And we will advance to 1844. 23.
I just understand why everybody else, all the other gang members, they dead self ain't in here. Hey, Ghetto Brown.
Check the sheet. Is the Pontiac still in the frame at this time?
Yes.
There he go, walking to the car.
Pause it. And check the sheet at 1844-37. You see the gentleman in the black coat and shirt at Pontiac.
Yes.
Is it which side?
Entering the pasture side, front seat.
You looking good. Y'all go over there and check Ghetto Brown channel out. Like and subscribe and look out for the brother. At least he trying to do something positive with his life. So they gone now. So where did he go?
Can you play the 1848-22 video time there?
That was him. That was that for the last time. That was that guy right there that y'all saw go in this store to get him some snacks. He ain't doing nothing though. He ain't shooting nobody. But that's his car. That's the car he got out of.
Is the Pontiac still in this frame?
Yes.
I wonder what they doing. It's too slow in this court. Okay. We just saw him get out that car. Okay. He got out the car. And the other guy came from another car.
In 1917-20, do you see the gentleman in the black coat re-enter into this frame?
I sustain the objection.
Detective King, did you see the gentleman in the black coat?
Yes, he got back into the driver's side of the
Yeah.
vehicle.
He got back into the driver's side. As well as the other guy, and they left. Okay.
In 1917-27, do you see the Pontiac pull out of the intersection?
Yes.
At 19.
Not one publish, camera 11.
We gotta end up fell asleep. I'm so sleepy. They make me so sleepy going so slow.
Now we will advance to 1916.
I wonder what he talking about. I'm gonna skip it, y'all. Let's skip it a little bit.
Have a brief indulgence, just necessary question.
Yes.
It must have stopped. What they about to say? Need some father figures in these boys' life these days. Got to find the right man. Think you got the right man, and might not have him, but sure you make.
Good afternoon. Okay. The light is, okay, it's flickering on and off. Sir, I wanted to ask you some questions about what's been marked as 292 Yankee States 292 Yankee Alpha. Mr. Kokomo, if you could just publish that.
He wonder why that boy looking at him like that.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay. Can you pause it? Okay. Detective Teague, 292 Yankee Alpha is video that you retrieved on January 10th of 2015, correct? Or going into January 11th, 2015?
Yeah, because the barbershop was closed, so I had to go.
Understood. Okay. And we've already established, I believe we've established that even though the video says 8 o'clock, as it appears to begin according to the camera at 8 o'clock p.m., that time is off a certain amount.
Yes, it is.
And could you remind me what that?
It's like about 46 minutes fast.
Okay, approximately 46 minutes fast.
Right, so just so we're all on the same page ahead of where it should be.
Okay. And is it fair to say that all the cameras from this system, from the cameras on that barbershop, are linked in time with each other?
Yes.
So they're all 46 minutes fast?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm noticing that this video begins at 8 o'clock p.m.
Yes.
Did you collect any videotape prior to
this video saying 8 o'clock p.m. in real time, it would be 46 minutes before that.
No,
Okay.
Good
Were you
question.
asked by Detective Thorpe to collect any video that would have been prior to this time from these video cameras?
no,
Yeah. If you had been asked to do so, would you have collected those videos?
yes,
Were those videos available to your knowledge?
they were available.
Okay. Now, this begins at 8 o'clock p.m. according to this camera, I guess 7:14 p.m.
Yes,
Okay, in Eastern Standard Time.
yes,
Now, you don't know Donovan Thomas.
no,
Okay, and you have not identified Donovan Thomas in any videos, correct?
no,
Okay, but you have identified a man in a camouflage jacket, correct?
they pointed out, yeah, he was walking around out there.
Right. And as we look right here, do you see the gentleman with, it appears to be some sort of white headscarf at the bottom of the screen?
Yes,
Is that eventually the same gentleman that is wearing the camouflage?
I believe so, if we could play it.
Mr. Kokomo, could you just play this for maybe a minute or two, just so we could determine that? And if you could, there you go.
We're talking about him, y'all.
And Investigator T, if you could just tell me when you're in a position to answer that question confidently.
That's sad though, they standing out there like that and get shot. They ain't bother nobody. I'm just surprised they wasn't alert like that over there in that area. They know what area that is. That's that guy who ran back in the shop right there. See, he went up the street slowly. And he looked at him. Then too, y'all, they could have been, they probably were gonna rob them or let them know that's our block. If that's what y'all doing over there. You know, what they doing something on their block, selling on their block, and stuff like that. Some people don't want you in their area, want you in their neighbor. You know, that's what Donovan was from. And people enjoy being around him. So it can't be no hater all your life. Ain't that what Tricker said? Shout out to Trigger, y'all. Trigger always said, don't be a hater all your life. Yes. Boys out there, man, they business. And that car drove up that slow. All of them drive up that slow. I don't know where that traffic come from.
Right about there.
Okay.
Right.
So can we, at this point, now that you've been able to review the video, those 3.5 minutes approximately, can we agree that that is the person, that gentleman is the person in the camouflage jacket that we spoke of?
Yes,
And can we agree, would you agree that that gentleman was present at, according to the camera, at that scene since 8 minutes, or excuse me, 8 o'clock. On
Yeah,
the,
that time, yeah.
okay.
8 o'clock, you give a timestamp on the video. Yeah.
Okay. And you've reviewed this video, correct?
Yes.
That gentleman is eventually shot on video.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
that
Donovan.
gentleman remains on the camera in this parking lot from the time the video begins until the time he's shot. You would agree?
I agree.
Okay. And we don't have the video from, and you would agree that the time of the shooting on the video is approximately 8:08:37?
From when the shooting occurred, or
The time on the video?
right now?
No, when the shooting occurred.
Yes, around
That's
8:08.
what he said.
That's what I'm saying.
37?
Yeah.
Okay. So according to the video, this gentleman was in that parking lot for
Y'all get them
approximately 8
lights
minutes
up
and
out
37
there.
seconds before being shot.
Yes.
Okay, and additionally, we don't have video from prior to 8 o'clock PM, according to this video, 7:14. So that gentleman, we can say, before being shot, was in that parking lot at least 8 minutes and 37 seconds, and potentially longer than that if we had video from prior to that time.
Yeah, potentially.
Jackson, Your Honor,
Basis.
you with it? It's like speculation.
I stand.
Okay, we don't have that video.
No, we don't have it.
Okay, you would agree from your review of the video that this gentleman did not walk out of the barber shop immediately prior to being shot? You would
Right.
agree, correct?
Jackson, Your Honor,
Basis. I stand.
According to the video.
That's
that you
right.
reviewed, you would agree that this gentleman did not
He did.
walk out of a barber shop immediately prior to being shot, according to the video.
Your Honor.
Still the same basis, Mr. Sharp.
But that's what he got to say. That he did. What's wrong with that question? What's wrong with that
Yeah.
question? He didn't.
Mr. Kokomo, could you display what's been marked States Exhibit 292 Yankee Alpha Charlie?
Well, I mean, why he couldn't answer that question? Oh, Lord have mercy.
You can display. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Kokomo. Could you display at 8:09:20 according to the video time?
I mean, just some questions that they can't answer. It's on the video. Why they can't answer the question? These people so, oh my gosh.
Okay. And could you play it from 8:09:20? Mr. Kokomo. Thank you, sir. Okay. Pause it. Okay, at 8:09:27, you were asked about a gentleman in a red jacket.
Yeah, indeed.
Correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, and you were asked about the color of his jacket, correct?
Yes.
Were you asked any other questions about him?
About the lettering down on the back of the jacket.
Veteran. What about what's in his hand?
That's what I was gonna
A
say.
long gun.
A what?
A long gun.
Okay,
You
but
said
why
long
didn't
gun.
you
What is
ask
that?
about it?
Rifle.
What kind of rifle? Assault rifle?
I don't like the term assault rifle, just,
What is it then?
Okay. At 8:09:30, do you see that what you've determined to be a rifle in that gentleman's hands?
yes.
Okay.
Why you didn't ask about that?
Were you asked about that on direct?
Thank you.
Jackson, Your Honor,
Basis.
relevant.
I stand objection.
I mean, for
Do you
what?
know who this gentleman is?
No.
Okay.
Gosh.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kokomo.
He asked all the questions, but then asked what he got in his hand.
My understanding is your role in this case was to collect footage from two specific locations, correct?
Yes,
The barber shop, which is viewed, and the Texaco at the corner of Northside Drive and McDaniel Street, correct?
yes, sir.
And I believe you said that this is typically your role in investigations. You are someone within APD and also with the feds. That
I'm not a fed.
Okay.
No, I'm not a fed. Just strictly.
with APD, whose role generally is to collect videos, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And you testified, I believe, last week that sometimes you may make suggestions on videos that can be collected, but you generally just follow the instructions of the lead investigator.
yes,
And the lead investigator in this case is Investigator Thornton, correct?
yes,
And you followed the instructions of Investigator Thornton, correct?
yes, it is.
Okay. Let's talk about cameras in Atlanta. I want to clarify some things from last week. Okay. In Atlanta, and I guess any other city or rural area for that matter, businesses may have cameras, correct?
Yes,
Also, individual residences, houses may have cameras if they want,
yes,
okay? And those cameras, if they're operational, the recordings are something that you're able to obtain, correct?
yes,
Okay, and sometimes law enforcement can ask the owner of the camera if they can have the footage from the person's camera,
Right,
correct?
right,
Yes. Or the
right.
business's camera.
yes,
And other times, if the owner of the camera is not cooperative, you can use search warrants and different subpoenas to obtain camera footage, correct?
yes,
Okay. In addition to individuals having cameras, you talked about a VIC camera system.
yes,
And that's something in Atlanta, correct?
yes.
And that's been in Atlanta since 2007?
I think so. I think that's around the time it was initiated.
Okay, and remind me, what does VIC, is VIC?
Yes, VIC stands for Video Integration Center.
Okay. And
Video integration.
that consists, the VIC system consists of city-owned cameras, correct, at different locations, correct?
Yes,
And then also individuals who own cameras can also opt into the VIC system, correct?
yes, I can.
So businesses can opt into the VIC system, correct?
Yes, they can.
Homeowners can opt into the VIC system, correct?
Yes, I can.
And the VIC system centralizes all that information and makes it accessible to law enforcement.
Yes,
Okay. And I believe you testified last week that as part of this VIC system, there's actually an interactive map, correct?
yes,
And that is something that's not available to the public, right?
no,
But is available to law enforcement.
yes,
And it would have been available in 2015, correct?
yes,
Okay, and that interactive map not only shows you the presence, it shows you where different VIC linked cameras are, correct?
yes,
And that would include all the private cameras and all the city cameras, correct? Okay. And it shows you which ones are operational and working at that time, correct?
yes,
Okay. In addition to private cameras and the VIC cameras, we also talked about LPRs, correct?
yes,
License plate readers,
yes,
and they have cameras, correct?
yes, but they don't, their cameras operate a little differently than, pan, tilt, zoom, or video cameras. Their LPRs are actually just high-speed, once the camera's triggered, it's taking pictures to actually, capture tags.
Understood. So as I understand what you're saying, they're not necessarily video cameras, they're more snapshots.
Yes,
Okay. But those snapshots are saved in a system, correct?
yes,
And law enforcement has a map of where all the LPRs are, correct?
yes,
And law enforcement has a way to access all of the photos taken by LPRs in Atlanta, correct?
All right.
yes,
Okay. Okay. You've testified that Detective Thorpe asked you to collect these two cameras from these two locations. Are you familiar with the Green Store at 322, I believe, Glen Street?
322 Glen Street, I think so.
Convenience store painted bright green.
Basis.
I'll rule the objection. You can answer it.
It's a convenience store painted bright green
Yes.
in the Mechanicsville area, correct? About quarter mile from the barber shop?
Yes.
Okay. Did Investigator Thorpe ever ask you to collect security video from the Green Store from January 10th, 2015?
Basis.
Hearsay.
It wouldn't be hearsay, but I'll sustain in terms of relevance.
Sustain?
No.
For what?
May I proffer?
No. We can proffer later.
Oh, come on, Judge.
Did Investigator Thorpe ever ask you to collect video from the McDonald's at the corner of Old Hateville Road and Cleveland Avenue for January 10th, 2015?
No.
Did Investigator Dennis
It's something
ever ask
about
you
that
to collect
green
video
stove.
from
There.
the McDonald's?
There.
No, not that I remember.
Did Investigator Gaither ever ask you to collect a video from that McDonald's?
No.
If they asked you, would you have collected it?
Yes, I would have.
Okay.
I like what you
Did
just
Investigator
did.
Thorpe, in this
Sure.
investigation, ever ask you to provide him with or to view the interactive map of the big cameras in the area?
Basis.
Hearsay.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be my function. I don't
That was so
control the
cool.
video integration center. He would have to call up to the video integration center himself to talk with them.
Did Investigator Thorpe ever ask you to provide him with the map of the LPRs in the area?
Once again, not what I do. He would have to call the video integration center for that information.
Did Investigator Thorpe ever ask you to search for other video systems or surveillance system in other businesses in the area?
No.
Wow.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
Yeah, so they didn't even check the green stove. They didn't check the McDonald's civilian camera. They didn't check no other civilian cameras. This don't even make no sense. Yeah, these folks don't, they just aggravate me. It just don't make no sense. Y'all just so arrogant. Okay, let me look at the chat. Okay, earlier we had I tell you back then, y'all, it's a lot going on. You cannot ignore. A lot of people don't want to ignore what's going on in this Rico right here. I mean, children, they young, it's not a predicament that they get themselves in. It's sometimes it's the parents. See, sometimes we be good parents, sometimes we ain't enough of a parent, and sometimes we can be the best parents. But if our kids don't if we don't do what we supposed to do, as many children in it's a whole lot to this right here. But what thing is, and I don't care what y'all say, Young Thug is not around. I don't care if he the leader. It's just like the judge. The judge is the leader. Just like the chief of the police department. He the chief. So if his little people go out there and do something wrong, then they're gonna look at him, but they're not gonna blame him. They're not gonna charge him. They're gonna charge his little people. So why are y'all blaming? If y'all gonna charge Young Thug for something that somebody else has did for everything that going on, they not with that game no more. He dropped that a long while in 2015. Y'all can't just say cause these boys out here killing folks that is his fault. I still don't agree with that, and I will not never agree with that. Because I'm over here making money, y'all out here acting a fool. I didn't tell y'all to be a crime. Loose. What about, okay then, if you have Young Thug, then what about my boy? YFN Lucius? Why y'all ain't got him? need to sit down. Acting like a man.
Mr. Adams or Mr. Steele? Anything, gentlemen? All right, go ahead.
Pretty much like I said, it's just been a constant growing, like a child. Some starts off as an infant, and now they're a teenager getting ready to get out of high school. So
Thank you. That man just said, that officer just said the same thing I said earlier in the thing. Y'all, these are young boys. They smelling themselves. They doing stuff. The boys do stuff, and a lot of time parents don't know when they in school. They doing a lot of things that they don't supposed to. It ain't their fault. It's just kids get a chance to do. They growing up. The boys are growing. Girls are growing up, y'all. I don't care where you from, what city and state you from, what country you from. But they well, once upon a time, young. Then they teenagers. Then they grown. And the decision that they make, they get caught in something, but they can always, straighten up. And then I can see where they did straighten up in this situation, But I got out of this situation. I got myself straight with the situation, and then the other half of the situation, just because they used to be in it, didn't do right. I mean, it's just. If y'all gonna sit here and blame a man for this young man for everything that them little children in that courtroom did, then y'all need to fault a lot of things that the parents, the daddies, the fathers of these kids, and the mothers of these kids did to their kids. And then you need to blame police officers. You need to blame the president. You need to blame a lot of people for what they do. With the little people, you could go out there and tell them not to do this, and then they'll turn around and they do that. You're not supposed to shoot before knocking on the door. You're supposed to have a procedure you're supposed to follow. But they don't even follow the procedure. Y'all don't blame the police department. Y'all don't blame the chief. Don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
Compared an 18-year-old to a
Thank you.
as far as growing of the system.
And it started in approximately 2008, 2009. Is that what you testified to?
2000, but I remember initial meetings of it goes even back further.
2005.
Yeah, 5, just meetings and talking and discussing pretty much.
Adolescence.
Give an example, a lot of the stuff is patterned after London. London is one of the most surveilled cities in the world, and they've been using this stuff in London for years. And the powers to be got the idea that, Atlanta International City, let's use this to help us out.
Okay. And by January 10th of 2015, were there these type of cameras throughout the city that we're talking about right now in the area that could have been gotten? I know you weren't asked to do it.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
Because the thing is, though, it's one of the things I can't say where the cameras were at that time, what they were looking at, or like we said, if the camera was even working.
Okay. I like that talk. I like it.
You were asked a lot of questions about the gentleman in the camouflage dress.
Yes.
God forbid was shot. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. That person, do you know what time, do you have any evidence to show what time that person exited any building?
Not that I remember.
Okay, so that person was already on the scene around that vehicle that you identified, I think with the help of the prosecution, as an Tahoe. Is that fair to say? So he was on that scene the entire time?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you remember how many minutes that was?
I couldn't say off the top of my head how many minutes. He was there because when the video starts, what's it, like 8 minutes or so before the shooting.
Okay, so at least 8 minutes.
Yes.
All right. Now, I also want to show you, with the help of Mr. Kokomo, with the court's permission, and I believe it is State's Exhibit 2, 95Y. And that's the Texaco gas station. If I'm wrong on the exhibit, I'll get corrected, okay? All right. And if, with the court's permission, can Mr. Kokomo show that parking lot, Your Honor? Thank you, sir. And I'd like to focus on what I think you've identified as a Pontiac vehicle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's just go through this. Do you know whether the images can be zoomed in on?
You play with the player. Yes, you can.
Thank you. I had 295Y. The parking lot zooming in on the Pontiac.
I believe that's camera 10.
Thank you. If you show it, then I'll be able to.
Hope everybody doing out there in the real deal world, keeping it real, healthy, and cute. Okay, here we go, y'all. For real.
If you can get it to the Pontiac being there, that would be helpful. Your Honor, for the record, this is states 295Y, camera 10, according to Honorable Douglas Weinstein, and I'll give you the time in one moment, Your Honor, once Prosecutor Love puts it on the screen. Okay, and I think it's there. If you could come back. If you could just come back a little closer, less blurry. You can make the car come forward if that's okay. Perfect. Okay, and Your Honor, that's 1842.
Yeah, 1842.
Is that the Pontiac about?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you're certain it's a Pontiac because you know cars, you have a Pontiac?
I used to have a Pontiac.
Okay.
So that's why I'm familiar with that grill on that car.
You familiar with what?
That's why I'm familiar with the grill, kind of on that vehicle.
You said the grill. Is that
It
true?
don't look like a Pontiac.
Lights, pattern.
Let's do this then. Can we, with the state's permission and assistance, with the court's permission, of course, can you blow up the grill as much as you can without you getting too distorted?
It like a GTO, but I don't know. I don't know my cars either. It don't look like a Pontiac. Not Pontiac back in the days.
I'm sorry?
She don't know how to work that camera. She about like me with camera. Let them young people do it.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right, do me a favor. On that, if you could just put it back on the screen, if you don't mind.
They trying to take it down.
I'd like you to, and if you don't want to do it, I'm not asking you to stand up, but if you don't mind standing up, there should be a stick around you. If you could show the ladies and gentlemen jury the grill you're talking about.
Cause I was trying to find out the grill. I ain't know what grill was.
Okay, now, explain to them what you mean by in the center of the grill.
Well, just the general shape of it.
Okay, and then can you do me a favor? Using the pointer, can you show the ladies and gentlemen the center of that grill? Is there a vertical line or design Pontiac that you recognize?
No, you mean the vertical line? No, it's just the.
That ain't
I
no
recognize
Pontiac.
the general shape as a whole.
All right.
Because just just the lights and this whole thing is what I recognize as being a Pontiac. And I'm not a vehicle expert, but I just used to own one. That's like this.
Go ahead, go to the screen. Pointer for a second.
Yes, Junior.
If you just help me out for a second. So I'm referring to You see this going up and down?
Yes, right here.
Okay. And that's part of the grill. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
All right. Now, when that car, that Pontiac leaves the scene, this is, you know that to be a proper time. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
How do you know it to be the proper time, the 1842?
Because this particular system, like I said, is a computer-based system and it's connected to the internet. Same way as your laptop generally keeps time.
Okay. So,
Versus the system in the barbershop, it's more of a DVR system. It has a small battery in it to keep the time right on, if the power out goes out or something like that. Problem with those systems is daylight savings, things of that nature. You constantly have to update the time.
that's more human error.
It's human error because most people don't know, how to do that. Once the installer installs it for them, let it keep going. Whereas this system does it automatically on its own.
All right. And if we can go to, and I may need a little help here, the barbershop capturing right before the shooting occurs from the street angle. That should be State's Exhibit number 292, and I have A, but I could be wrong. Could you? You have it? Oh, Mr. Kokomo said he's doing it. Thank you. He said he's doing it. Thank you, Mr. Kokomo. Thank you very much, though.
Make it happen, honey. Girl. Shout out to all the real deal out there. Pay attention to
Almost at
this.
the time of the shooting, which is around, according to this, I know it's not the real time because we have to subtract 46 minutes, but about 8:08. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. And the shooting is actually what? 8:08 is about 30 something?
It's some seconds in. I don't remember specifically how many seconds in, but it's around 8:08.
All right, well, if Mr. Kokomo can go slow and play, Your Honor, it is 8:08:30 starting. Okay, and 8:08 approximately, that's when the shooting occurred, right? Okay, if Mr. Kokomo can go back to maybe 8:08, 20 seconds, I'd like you to look for, was a Pontiac a lighter colored car in the Texaco gas station?
Yes, it looked to be.
Okay.
What?
I'd like to see a car before the shooting. Okay, if you stop it. He went too fast. He's too fast. If you go back.
Go back. I seen that white car.
8:08:27.
Hold on.
I'm going to ask Mr. Kokomo, detective, to just stop it at 8:08:27 or thereabout, if that's okay.
Not that. That one.
Okay, it stopped at 8:08:26.
Yeah.
Mr. Kokomo, are you able to blow up and zoom in on that car? Can you blow it anymore?
Ooh.
Is that the best you got? Yeah? Okay. If you can zoom out just a little bit.
I don't know now. That look kind of like the car that the boy was in, but I can't see that car real good either. That was
Can
in
you
his
tell if you can't, if it's just too distorted?
I cannot.
I can't either.
What kind of car that is?
One more time.
I can't tell you what kind of car that is just from this picture right here.
Can you see if Mr. Kokomo blows it backward? Yeah, less distortion. Can you see that the grill
And they look
has
at
lines
it.
going horizontal?
Oh, no, that ain't the car he was in.
Okay, and that's
not.
different than the Pontiac that you showed us earlier.
Yeah,
correct?
that's a different car.
So that's not the Pontiac, fair to say?
Fair to say.
Fair to
And
say.
when I say the grill, can you just show the jurors, because, they have a big disadvantage. We look at this stuff like 55,000 times.
just from this portion.
Good
right here.
looking.
You see those three grills going, or not grills, lines going across?
That's not the same car.
Okay, and obviously, you don't want to commit what type of parties, but it's not the Pontiac, fair to say?
Yes, fair to say.
Is that correct? All right.
That's right. He said.
Now, from here, it's approximately, and if you could zoom back out to normal shot, we're going to have another 12 seconds until the shooting, until what I call about 39 seconds, 40 seconds at 8:08. Is that true? Till the shooting, what appears to be people reacting to gunfire?
That goes nut right
Okay.
there.
So I want you to count how many cars until presumably the car that's shooting the firearms, okay? Or the firearm. Okay, if you could play it, Mr. Kokomo. If it slows, that would be fine too. Okay, you can stop right
One.
there. If you go back, Mr. Kokomo.
2.
The at 8:08:22, he's going to play it. If you could, Mr. Kokomo. That's some sort of SUV. This is the car we just stopped on, right? Not the Pontiac. This is another car, another SUV, and then this is going
Yeah.
to be another car, and then we're getting up to the time of the shooting. Fair to say?
Yes.
All right. The other cars that
Wow.
were in sequence, they were not the Pontiac either, right? Color-wise?
No.
Am I
No.
correct?
Correct.
Nothing, yes.
Okay. All right. Do you remember how long it took until you see the blue lights on the timer? When I say how long it took, I'm starting with, the 8:08:41.
Well, about 45 minutes or so.
Okay. And then the jurors have seen it, so I don't want to waste anyone's time. So whatever's captured, though, you can see the lights
Yes, you can.
flashing even inside the barbershop. Fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Man, smart right there.
From your grabbing and preserving and memorializing these videos that you did for us, and thank you for your work, if I didn't thank you. You don't see the gentleman that camouflaged graphically was shot after he shot. Is that true? He's off the screen that you were able to?
Until they start wheeling people off in the gurneys. That's
Okay. So we don't know whether he fired a weapon or not. We just don't see him. Am I correct?
yes, sir.
May I just have one
But
second?
see, hold up,
Thank you, sir.
hold up. Let me tell you, the guy on day 83, the witness said that Nut had a gun. And that was smart. What Mr. Steele just asked him. Could you tell whether or not Nut had a gun? Nut had a gun, y'all. The guy told y'all in 83 that they shot first. Okay, that's pay attention. Good job, Mr. Steele. Y'all don't supposed to have no guns, period. Where your dad and your mama's at? Then the game too.
Redirect.
I have about 5 minutes. I bet you told me you didn't have any.
Oh, you deferred.
Well, let him talk, Judge.
Let's go.
I promise to be clear.
You can talk. You trying to
Yeah,
protect that
famous last
boy.
word. I know.
All right. Go ahead, sir. Take your time.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Detective
Yeah,
T.
how you doing, sir?
My name is Doug Weinstein. I'm
man, that's them
Monte
boy
Kendrick's
life.
attorney.
All right.
I just have a few questions for you. Mr. Kokomo, would you publish with the court's permission 292 Yankee Alpha? Can you go to timestamp 808:20, about 20 seconds back? Yeah, that's good. 808:18 will be fine. Detective Teague, I want you to watch when the car goes by that appears to do the shooting, and tell me if you see that car stop for 20 seconds, okay? Mr. Kokomo, please play the video.
Because that's what that guy who spoke to Lucius said. I don't trust him for some reason. One, two. Here he come. Here he come. Him. Three. The third car.
Okay, thank you. Do you see the car stop for 20 seconds?
No.
Like something out of Boys in the Hood?
No.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you recall
Thank you.
a few short minutes ago you testified about States Exhibit 295 Yankee, the geovision system in Texaco?
Yes.
And on camera 10 at timestamp 1917, you saw a man in a black coat. You testified that you saw a man in a black coat get in the driver's side of the Pontiac. Do you recall testifying to that?
Yeah.
And then you testified that at 1917-27 that the Pontiac pulls out of the gas station, correct?
Yes, I did.
Do you ever see the man in the black coat get into any other car?
No.
So the last that you see of the man in the black coat is that he gets into the Pontiac and the Pontiac pulls out, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I have no more questions. Thank you.
Smart. Boy, them some smart lawyers right there. Woo-wee. I'm gonna tell y'all after this. I'm gonna go back to what I told y'all.
Good afternoon, sir. How you doing, sir?
It's just like being in school.
Matthews. Yeah, Mr. Marquavius Hugh.
Okay.
Gangster class.
You were asked in the barbershop video some questions about this person that had on the red and white jacket, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
You were asked whether or not you were able to identify that individual. Remember that?
Yes.
You were not able to identify that person, correct?
No.
You were able to see that there was a long gun or a rifle of sorts in that person's hand, correct? Were you, or did you give an assignment or receive an assignment to do any type of analysis on that rifle?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you agree that the identity of that person perhaps could have been established had there potentially been some type of forensic evidence on the firearm being retrieved? Do you have familiarity, Detective T, with fingerprint analysis?
Yes, I do.
Do you have familiarity with DNA analysis?
Yes, I do.
You do know that DNA analysis could potentially reveal particles on a handgun, correct?
Possibly if the person wasn't wearing gloves.
And did you see any gloves in the video of the person that was wearing the red and white jacket?
Not that I remember.
Okay. That being said, it would be fair to say that it's possible that there could be fingerprint evidence that could have been retrieved from that firearm, correct? Do you know whether or not it's possible that fingerprint evidence can be revealed from a firearm?
Still causes speculation.
Okay.
Let's move on, sir.
Okay.
Why you got to
Let's talk
move?
about the technology that you have with respect to pulling together surveillance information and videos. That is actually something that can be done throughout the city of Atlanta with the VIC system, correct?
You mean pulling all the cameras in the area and stuff like that? You're talking about that? Yes.
Okay. And so it's not just relegated to certain segments of the city. These VIC cameras are throughout the city, correct?
Yes, they are.
They're in Southwest Atlanta, correct?
Some in Southwest Atlanta. That's why we have to have a map, to see where they are. Because by saying they're in Southwest Atlanta, one person can even speculate they're on every street in Southwest Atlanta, and they are not.
Okay. They are in North Atlanta in terms of the city, Buckhead area.
Yes, they are.
Right. In fact, the technology is so advanced that you could literally follow a vehicle with VIC cameras from point A to point B if you did your homework, correct?
Not quite.
This is speculation.
Do you know whether or not it's possible that you can follow a vehicle for many points throughout the city using the surveillance that's available to you?
Well, I can speculate how you can run into problems with that. Ideally you think that, but As I already said, a lot of the systems, pan-tip zoom cameras, pan-tip zoom cameras only look where they look. So say, I'm just giving you an example, say the camera's right here. Just because the camera is right here doesn't mean that the camera's looking at the street. The camera could be pan looking at a field, something, or straight along the sidewalk, or even straight down, depending on what the last person left the camera at.
Okay.
So that's kind of hard to say, like, yes, you can follow a vehicle, because even today, we have issues in certain areas still following a vehicle for long periods of time, depending on where a crime happened.
Come on, come on, come on.
Were you ever asked or received any assignment to do any surveillance or retrieve any camera footage from a 741 Morosco Drive, Northeast Atlanta, Georgia?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, Judge. Stay in it now. You can't just block out, come jump out of it.
Thank you.
Morosco. I would have to look back specifically. Not, I pull video from so many places in the city just by throwing up an address. We keep databases and stuff where we go specifically. Because I've been pretty much all over the city pulling video. And I would need to be refreshed just off throwing off a location top of my head, because there's some locations you can throw up and I pull video for 20 times. So I kind of have to be specific about, did I pull video for a specific incident after never was requested to go back and get any more.
In this
Hold on, y'all. I ain't know my boy came.
Each camera.
For this connected, I collected hours worth of footage from each camera on each system. A little bit more for the GeoVision because of the way that the system collects video. So, just because I put in a time frame for an hour, it's going to give me a little bit more on the front end and the back end. It's just the way that system is designed.
That's strange how that system that you.
What length of time were you asked to pull?
Wow.
Length of time from like 7 o'clock to like 8 o'clock.
Is this for the barbershop?
From the barbershop and the Texaco. I think the time's off just a little bit, but I was directed by Detective Thorpe for specifics.
Oh Lord, it's just a setup.
You were asked on cross by Mr. Sharp and Mr. Steele about what the person in camouflage did before the footage shown in Cities 292 Yankee Alpha. Were you at the barbershop just in that footage just before 7 p.m.?
Was I at the barbershop?
Were you on scene?
No.
Did you personally observe where the gentleman in camouflage was in that footage?
You mean?
Prior to the shoot?
No.
Were you personally on scene when the SUV in States 292 Yankee Alpha was parked in that parking lot?
No.
Well, they just.
Detective T, you were asked
Wow.
about LPRs and big cameras. To your knowledge, were there any LPRs or big cameras at McDaniel in Northside on January 10, 2015 that you know?
Oh, sir. None that I knew of at that point.
You were asked on cross by Mr. Steele to explain in capacity law enforcement to pull footage from areas. Are there more cameras now than there were in 2015?
Yes.
Are you able to say whether the Texaco footage was exactly accurate or all automated or true?
I said generally they're usually correct, but when we talk about time, everyone will have to come to an agreement about what time we're talking about. The time you have on your Verizon phone versus your time you have on your AT&T phone, T-Mobile, or the atomic clock. So we generally say, that's why we would like to use approximate time.
Mr. Matthews asked you about the advanced nature of cameras. Were cameras in 2015 as advanced as they are today?
No, nowhere in the ballpark.
Brief indulgence, Your Honor. Officers. No further questions, Your Honor.
Any further examination? Mr. Shaw?
Investigator Teague, you were just asked about the presence or availability of VIC cameras or LPRs. You remember that? You said none that you know of were available. The way you determine if LPRs or VIC cameras are available is you look for them, correct?
Two ways. Either one, you stand out there and you see and you can point it out. Two, you look at the map.
Look at the interactive map.
Yeah.
Did Detective Teague ever ask you to look for? Thank you. I'm getting to know him.
I know, it's just you can make
Detective
mistakes.
Thorpe ever ask you to look for VIC cameras?
No.
Did he ever ask you to look at the interactive map for VIC cameras?
No.
All right. Did you ever look for VIC cameras or the interactive map?
No, I keep it moving on to the next request.
Because you're not the lead investigator, correct?
Well, I'm not.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, they just slipped one on y'all. Good job. Good job. Good job, Sharp. We need to talk to the lead investigator.
Thank you, sir. Can you just explain, if you know, how many days or weeks or months or years does your agency hold these images from these cameras?
VIC cameras, basically our cameras specifically, the city holds for like about 2 weeks as of today, right now. Private cameras that are piped in through the system, the videos aren't technically stored on city servers. They're stored on the servers of the hard drives that's actually owned by that specific business. The city just has access to the recordings, so that can vary. Over my career, I've seen some hold as low as maybe a couple of days, depending on quality or whoever set it up to like 90 days or 6 months. It all depends on how big your hard drives are, if you have multiple servers and things of that nature.
Was the same answer applied to year 2014, 15, 16, something like that?
Yes.
Okay. And then, did you actually watch with the owner of the barbershop and I'm going to say the manager, but whomever at Texaco, were you there on the scene actually able to watch the video and then download it or capture it?
No, usually the process I use is I go in and first thing I have to do is I have to establish the time offset if there is one. And once I've established the time offset, I'll pull the time frame that the detective referenced. Once I pull the video, these systems, you can't watch the video while it's pulled. You get a progress bar like you're downloading something. So you pick the cameras and you put the start time and end time, and it downloads. Once I get back to the office, I make sure that what was requested is being shown, in which after that, all the evidence is turned over to the lead investigator.
And when you said the offset, that's the 46 minutes approximately that you're referring to in this case?
Yes.
And then you did the same protocol. You gave Detective Thorpe or one of your coworkers the downloaded playable videos that you showed Ms. Lake.
Yes, it goes directly to the lead investigator.
Okay, yeah,
And
I
then
want
the
them
lead
to right here.
investigator, you watch.
Okay. It's something that I want to look up right quick, y'all. I want to look up something right quick. Y'all need the lead investigator. What's the problem with the lead investigator in this case? In this Rico? Let me see. How old? I want to ask the question. How old was Young Thug And that's what I want to know. Okay, about 24. Hold on for a minute. Okay. 24. Okay. And he was 20. 2015, he was 20. Done with 30. They sure? Okay. I didn't want to come back. I'm going to add this to my ending summary.
Watch the videos to make sure they were there.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'd go back, I assume.
Yeah, and go back, and then the lead investigator, he's supposed to watch them again. Over time, sometimes they've asked, well, can you go back and get before? Can you go back and get after? Never was requested to go back and get any more.
In this case.
In this case.
Even though the car is driving past the barbershop, past the Texaco, and makes a turn.
Okay.
I didn't answer the question.
He sure did. He didn't say anything. And he gonna say objection.
You made this available.
They learning, y'all.
Otherwise,
we wouldn't be here right now.
You wouldn't be doing your job.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, y'all. This is what I want to do. I want to stop it right here. Yeah. Let's understand. Let's get something perfectly straight. Okay, let's get something straight. Okay, about this Rico trial.
Protection can mean shielding those you love.
Let's get something straight about the Rico trial, y'all. If you sensitive, if you're not, this a Rico trial, y'all. Y'all put all that personal stuff that you have against a person when it's trying to do these cases away. Go put it somewhere. Go hide it in the closet. Okay, this is not a Rico case made to, it's a lot in this. Okay. I'm trying to, okay. This, okay, y'all, this is what I'm trying to say is, in this Rico case, if you pay attention, the lead investigators, lead investigation, witnesses, star witnesses, what you call it, detectives, prosecutors, the defense, the crimes, the different type of crimes, the gangs. Okay, all right. All this in parents have all of this politician. All of this play. Whether you say it's not in a Rico case, it does play a part in this case. It play a part in racketeering. You think they just killing for nothing? You think they're selling drugs for nothing, rapping them for nothing, taking care of their families? Because we as an adults is not taking over our, we don't want to admit that we're not doing what we're supposed to do for our kids until our kids have to go out there and do it for for themselves at an early age. Now, I just, Atlanta is a great city to live in, okay? Atlanta's a very great city, full with different counties divided into it. Okay, that's what makes it great. Okay, um, Young Thug, well, at the time when all this happened, was 24. He was 24. He was still young and wet behind ears. He was 24. He was 24. He he's gonna need he made changes from the way he was and the way he is now. Now look, I'm surprised he was still going by Young Thug at the age of 20 and 25. Now I'm surprised because usually when you get older, you don't want to be called Young Thug. You don't want that young in your name, but you try to keep that name to televise who you are. Okay, keep like Young Thug. Uh, and I know y'all wanna. I know I'm not even done. Like Young Thug, why he still want to call him Young Thug? Okay, what was he doing when he was 2019? What was he doing when he was 20? What was he doing 18? What was the mom and daddy doing at that time? Okay. What went on? What going on here? Okay. Then you got YFN Lucius. Then you got Young Dolph. Then you got YNW Melly. How could they be affiliated in these Ricos? Because you know what? Rappers, the head rappers always take the responsibility of trying to help the army, the little people, okay? And that is the truth. I don't care what nobody say, that is the truth. That's what their job is to do. Hey, y'all want something to do? I tell you, I'm going to give you something to do. Did it out of dollar. Okay? But you want to be a rapper too. All of those Young Thug, YFN Lucius, YNW Melly, Mo3, Young Dolph, these rappers, I guarantee you that they was focused on their career and the street at the same time. Cause you got to have get them off the street. At least they were getting them off the street, doing something with them. When you don't kick them out the house, you don't put your own child out the house. At least all of these names I just said took care of people. Mo3, Young Thug, YFN Lucia, YNW Melly, Young Dolph. All of them took care of people. They love people. They took care of them young people. But we're going to look at the bad side. Predicament. They shouldn't have got themselves in that predicament. Predicament. How dare. How dare you can say predicament when the parent put them in that predicament. Where their choices and decision they had to change their career. Now, all the politicians, is he a Democrat or he Republican? Is Young Thug a Democrat? Is he a Republican? YFN Lucius, is he a Democrat or is he a Republican? YNW Melly, is he a Democrat or Republican? Choice, rules, decisions. Whoever talked to them boys about that? Half of these boys in games got their their parents are in gangs. Half of these guys are rapping and singing because their parents are in the industry. These parents was on drugs and stuff. So I'm looking at we trying to build a Rico here with somebody who tried to help their community. Tried. But you have to make a choice in life, y'all. You know, in life, when you think you're grown, you need to make a choice in life. Either you're gonna roll with me, or you're not gonna roll with me. But you're not about to start with me, and you're not gonna finish out with me. It's not that easy. It's just like a relationship. You're not gonna be with me for 20 something years or 8 years, 15 years, and then you think you're just gonna walk out of my life after I done did that, all that right there? Y'all, relationship, everything play a part in the everyday life. For you to, in a lie, go back today, go back in this Rico. You got to pay attention to the dates, y'all. The date of the Rico is throwing y'all off. Day 79, day 83, and 84 was talking about a specific person in the courtroom. Okay? Let me put it right here on this person. The person right here who got out of this car right here, they trying to put y'all, him. Him. Hold on, y'all. There you go. Him. Him. There you go. See, the Rico is jumping around the room if y'all don't pay attention. He was in the gas station. I'm going to tell y'all something. So don't forget, in day 84, today, he in the gas station buying, trying, I don't know what was on him, man, but sometimes I go in them stores, I be looking stupid too. Walking around in the convenience store trying to see what I want to buy, looking at the price and all that kind of stuff. Okay, they were showing him. Okay? It was all about him. And it's all about this, what they were trying to accuse him of doing, and he ain't did that. Let me show y'all. That's him right there. Going out the store. Man, he been. There he go. Looking at for him some snacks. Okay, look. That car. That young man was the car that they caught right there. He don't have a sunroof. He don't have nothing. Now, that was one of the YSL men's, right? Hey, well, oh Lord, that's a hard name. Yena? Yena? Ooh, that's a hard name. Okay, they trying to say that this car, after this car came to this gas station, this is what they trying to accuse him of. They are trying to accuse this car in the picture coming down the street, which this car, and I'm glad they can explain that to y'all. This car wasn't even around when the shooting happened. Okay? They tried to pick his car. That ain't even the car. I'm gonna show you what car they tried to say that was him in. They tried to put him in. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold up. Okay, let me see. Here we go. Okay. They tried the guy I just showed y'all, the YSL member. They had a lot on him and said, let me show you. Hold on. They trying to say this with his car. That ain't even his car. Now, wait, wait. Hold up, y'all. Hold on for a minute. I'm kind of fast. I'm sorry about that. Hold on. I went too fast. They trying to say that this is. Hold on. I went too fast. So it know that card that I was talking about. Okay. Now you see the guys out there standing out there nut and all. Now they ain't doing nothing but standing outside. Why men can't stand on the corner and do their thing? They can do that if they want to. They men. We can't tell no man what to do. Let them men be men. God, women. Some women love to tell these men what to do. God. Okay. Oh, they shouldn't be on the corner. Let them stay. That's them that want to be on the corner. Okay. That's not the what. That's not the car he was in. No, no. Look at nut them out there. They still out there. Nut. They still out there. Okay. I'm trying to put the camera right there. They go nut right there talking. Nut talking. Everybody like Nut. Nut standing around there talking to all his folks. Ain't bother nobody. Didn't call, tell nobody to call out there and shoot them. Y'all listen. They still out there. Still early in the day. Okay, hold on. Let me take y'all back. Still know what I'm talking about. Not still sharp, know exactly. They know what I'm talking about. Let me see. No, it was right. Hold on, y'all. This is the part that I want to. Okay, hold on, y'all. Don't no. Okay. It's taking them so long. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. Cause they might not show it. Let me see. Okay. Here. There you go. See, they tried to say that was one of the YSL member in that car. No, that was not his car. That's not even his car. Period. That even not even the car that he was in. That wasn't appointed yet. The detective, the police know that wasn't the car the guy was in. Okay, now gonna keep on. We're gonna keep it. They let you know y'all can be accused of something of being somewhere and you're not there. It's just like somebody can tell your husband that, okay, look, your boyfriend where you were and you weren't even right there. You was in another place. See, that's not even a car. That's another kind of car. That's a smaller car. That's not a Pontiac. So he admit that wasn't the car that boyfriend of YSL was in when he went in the store. Okay? Now, we're going to do like Mr. Steele say. We're going to count those cars that coming by. We're going to count those cars. When you get to the fourth car, that's when the shooting began. But that's not YSL car. People, why are they trying to make like YSL did something and they didn't do nothing? Jesus. And I'm glad that they got the YSL member got the attorneys that they have. Because these boys would be another statistic just like the other boys. 1, 2, and watch your shoe. Hold on. 2, and here go your car. Look at the gap. Look at the gap in between the cars. Here go your shooter. Now, yeah. Wait a minute. He supposed to come. Wait. No, they don't do something. They go nut right there. They go nut. There you go. Now, I got a question to ask y'all. Let me take it back. And then we're gonna go to day 83. Look at this car again. Okay, I'm gonna put it back. Okay. We already admit that that's not YSL car. Period. So they out of it. Okay. Now, let them still out there talking, right? Y'all know what they doing over there in that neighborhood. Y'all know what they doing. Y'all know what they doing. They handle their business like men. They take care of their family. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Some people have to do what they got to do. Some people do things every different kind of way. But that's not why it's L car. Period. Now, who I don't trust, and I don't know where he is out here. That guy who was talking to YFN Lucius when he was standing around when Lucius came up and showed him some music, and I'm gonna show you him. And he said he told Donovan, the witness said he told Donovan, oh yeah, that's gonna be $1 million. Donovan don't care nothing about what kind of money YFN Lucius is gonna make, even though they know each other. You gonna know each other because you stay in our state, in the city. You gonna know each other. Okay? They gonna know each other like that. Like y'all know each other in y'all state. Okay, let's finish looking at this. I don't trust that man. I don't trust that witness. Who mentioned that, y'all? Because I think he was in part, he was standing out there with Nut. But he don't care nothing about Nut. That one. Wait, two. He told y'all, the guy who standing out there with him said that the car slowed down and stopped and started shooting. Two, that's the second car went by. Three, and watch out. Look, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. There you go. Now, I want to ask y'all something. Did y'all see that car stop and shoot? I just want to ask y'all that question. No, you didn't. No, you didn't see that car stop and shoot. When that car shot and kept going. And I'm going to tell you who I don't trust. I'm going to show y'all this. I'm going to show y'all who I don't trust. And they told y'all a lie. Told y'all a lie right there on day 83. He lied to y'all. That's all people do is lie. Lie, don't care who tell it. Day 83. Let's go to day 83. Let me see. I should be up there. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, what? Trigger, shout out to Trigger. Trigger me. It's a YouTuber, got his YouTube channel. Let me tell you something. Something he said. Don't be a hater all your life. I like him. I like some of these YouTuber guys, y'all. They remind me of my brother so bad. Talking junk. Okay, let me show you him. I don't trust him. I don't trust this guy right here in day 83. He the guy that said Lucius YFN Lucius came right in that area, right there before Donovan was shot that day. Walked up to him, let him act like he was so interested in letting this guy hear his music. Everybody know this guy. That's that area. That's where he is. That's where he's from. But why FN Lucius not? So he came and told him, said, man, listen to this. I want you to hear this. He would listen to music. But Lucius knew the guy was standing by Donovan. Lucius and Donovan friends too. Y'all gotta watch your friends. And Mo3 told y'all, everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. Okay. He told he told him, told Lucius, that's a million. That song is gonna be on. Why that night Donovan was shot and killed. Y'all put two and two together. Put two and two together, people. Put two and two together. You know, you can believe this is not. I'm not trying to win an award. I'm not trying to be I'm trying to educate y'all. I'm trying to give y'all something to think about. But I am going to speak up for these people right here, these young boys out here, because it's a lot of corruption going on now, y'all, on the prosecutor's team and the defense team, and the police department, and the judges, and the president, and all these people. But then you gonna take these little bitty people and punish them, but then won't punish your own folks. Yes, it does. And the first thing you want to come out your mouth, oh, that don't have nothing to do with it. Yes, it does. Everything I said has something to do with it. But it's not fair to blame. I'm a mother. I can tell my children go out there and do right and do this and go do that. And they turn around and do wrong. So y'all gonna lock me up? Come on, parents. Y'all better stand up. So y'all better stand up. Because you already got a burden on yourself. Because them dad is walking away from them children and go make some babies by other folks' children. With somebody else. And then you stuck with them. Now you don't want them. Now you don't want the kid. Come on, y'all. And these young boys gotta do what they gotta do what they gotta do. Predicament. The parents the one put them in a predicament. So I'm saying, so you're gonna tell me, you're gonna make it sound so simple, it's easy that well, since he was in the game, he he got out of that stuff, y'all. He left that stuff, he got out of there and he kept his group name. His name it's he got out of there, he got rid of them boys. He made the decision. He changed the decision. And the thing was he was too young, he was young. God damn, because he 24 don't mean that he got the right man. No, he was young boy, trying to be grown. You know, ain't looking at the bag. The other group, you trying to get a group. These boys said that what they wanted to do with you. They use Young Thug. They weren't about no. They wasn't about that body. They wasn't about trying to succeed in life. Slavery, y'all. We are competitive. We in competition with each other. The world is in competition. Or who won? What I get, how much I get if I win this case. How much if I get if this and that. So I'm going to do anything I got to do to try to get what? The money. To take care of my family. That's what they doing, y'all. And they still rappers. Still work. Still got kids. If you were going to do this, Rico, you should have did it when I was about 20. You should have took me out when I was 20 years old. That's what you should have did. They are not working alone, y'all. Do you know what come along with games? Let me tell you. Let me tell you what comes along with games. Okay. Let me tell you what comes along. Okay. I said it wrong. I spelled to put the wrong word in that law. I'm like, bless her heart. Okay. You know what comes along with games? I did because I want to educate people like the fuss. You know what I mean? They want to argue. They want to, come because you educating people. They want to come and just jealous and they hater. Just like Trickle said, don't be a hater all your life. Hey, drugs and game, police, president. It's a lot of things come, a lot of role played when you talking about games, yeah. You got the women. Don't women come with the game? Let's get right here. This is a good one right here. What is the extent of gang operation and crime in the United States? In the United States, not just in Atlanta. There are at least 21,500 gangs and more than 731,000 active gang members in the United States. Gangs conduct criminal activity in all 50 states. And U.S. territories, although most gangs activity is concentrated in major urban areas. Gangs also, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I ain't got to tell y'all nothing else. I don't have to tell y'all nothing else. 20% of students aged 12 through 18 reported that street gangs has been present at their schools. Something that I told y'all earlier in the presentation. I just told y'all that a few minutes ago. They go to school because they're young. They're supposed to be in school. But they go to school. They're young. 20% of students ages 12 through 18 reported that street gangs had been present at their school during the previous 6 months. They go to school because they're young. More than a quarter, 28% of students in an urban school reported a street gang present, and 18% of students in a suburban school and 13% in rural schools reported the presence of street gangs, y'all. So you talking about, okay, let me put it back here. You talking about you talking about the ricketeer. This is what we talking about. All of these people are connection with street gang. Okay, whether I change my mind, decided I'm gonna leave the street gang alone and go with my own thing. But it's a street gang. Do I think Young Thug was a street? It's a street gang. I don't know if he is now, but he was. Hmm. What are some signs that young people may be involved in gang activity? For these parents who don't know nothing about this, just in case you want to know, I'm going to tell you what are some signs that your little people may involved in gang activity. Pay attention to your child, to your young people behavior, such as skipping school, hanging out with different friends, are in certain places, spray painting graffiti, and you and sitting with friends can indicate gang affiliation. This is something that y'all need to know. Don't ignore this, parents. We don't ignore it enough, okay? This is one easy behavior that you can fall under when you get kicked out the house. When your parents kick you out the house because you don't want to do what they ask you to do. These are the signs that young people may be involved in the gang activities. Pay attention to changes in their behaviors, such as, again, skipping school, hanging out with different friends, are in certain places spraying graffiti, and using hand signals with friends can indicate gang affiliation. Also, in addition to that, y'all, individuals who belong to gangs often dress alike by wearing clothing of the same color, wearing bandanas, rolling up their pants legs in a certain way. Some gang members wear certain designer label. That's what Young Thug was doing to show their gang affiliation. Gang members often have tattoos. That was Young Thug. Not only Young Thug, I'm using Young Thug since he in the Rico. He's an example, okay? They got tattoos on their face alike. They got slime somewhere. Also, because gang violence frequently is glorified in rap what? Music. What do you hear in Young Thug music? Not only Young Thug. Listen to his rap music. Young people involved in gang often try to initiate the dress and action of rap artists. This is everything that Young Thug and many others of our young people was affiliated with, and their parents. Y'all, let y'all hear a little of this and then we're gonna go.
You know, right, left, back, front. So that's the direction of that bullet. All that tells us is, it's like a snapshot. But for one instant, while that bullet traveled
Oh
through
no
his
no no
body,
no 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 no. Let me get back on 84. Let me see. Let me go back to 84. Okay. Let me get back over here. What are they doing right here? Hold on, y'all. I'm being nosy now. Hold on.
Yes.
I'm gonna skip this because we already talked about the barber shop. We already talked about the barber shop. We already know
Familiar with the green store on
this. What they didn't want him to mention about the green store. They could have used that camera out the green store, but they didn't.
Glen Street?
320 Glen Street. Y'all think so?
They know about it, and then they didn't want him to bring that up. Okay, let me see where we stopped at. Okay, we could have been through. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the last section of our. Now, what is this? Hold up. This ain't even got nothing. This ain't even. I don't know what this is. This is not McDaniel Street in there. Anyway, they're in a helicopter, so I guess they finished. It's the helicopter, y'all. Moving around. That's all it is. Don't have nothing to do with. Oh, y'all, look at that water burst. We had an emergency water burst in Atlanta. Look, y'all. I'm sorry look, we had a water burst in Atlanta. A lot of people don't have water. They let you know how the line is messed up. Look, how that water, everything need to be changed, don't it, y'all? Things have to be changed. Look at all that water, y'all. Okay. All that water. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that water. Y'all better watch y'all water bill, because somebody gonna have to pay that back. Sometimes I said, why is my water bill high back then? Who at water I'm paying? This stuff like that, y'all gotta watch this. Look at that water, y'all. Oh my God. A lot of people gone without water. It is busted. Poll worker right here. Poll worker. Look at that. All that water coming from Lord have mercy, Jesus. That's what's in y'all. That's what I'm about to agree. All right, y'all. I just saw this. I'm sorry. All right, y'all. I'm gonna stop right here with the white. I just want to bring that in since they were showing it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna stop right there. Anyway, thank you. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna try to get my all my content on subscribers mode only. That's what I'm gonna put my subscriber on mode because I want to only talk to my subscribers. I don't want nobody else in our business. So I'm gonna get with YouTube and find out what to do to put subscriber mode. Make some changes over here for us. Okay. Love y'all. I'm out of here.